Okay, looks like everything's up. I'm picking this back off from where I left like 4 months ago. It was like November, 3 months ago. Um, Working on the some of the software for the LED controller for my PC. Um, so basically, everything right now on it is being driven by an ESP32 running WLED software, except for the RAM, because that plugs directly into the motherboard and I can't control it with the ESP32 directly like all of the other LEDs on the PC. Um, so I've got this open source software, desktop software that can hook in with WLED and can also control the RAM. So I am kind of just playing around with that and seeing what I can do with it that will suit my needs. I'm not really even sure what I want to do. I just know I want to have all of the lights on the PC in sync, and right now the RAM is not. Um, but yeah, not really sure where I'm going with this, but it seems like this desktop software that can control the RAM and WLED may be very useful to me. Since it was like 3 months ago, I want to make sure I've got all the latest commits from remote's mainline. And it looks like I had changed a few files, so I am checking out what those guys are. Down a bit. Controllers 131. Also, this is like first time I'm using this Qt program. Seems to be pretty cool, but it's not something I'm familiar with. So where was it? Controllers? Controllers E131. Okay, so I changed these files, it looks like. I don't know why the headers and the source files are in two separate directory structures. Like, it seems like they should be in the same. God, no, why? No. Okay, I don't know what that means. Getting used to a new IDE is never fun. It seems I've got the files open, but what did I change in them? And just untracked e131.txt. What even is that? Just right here. I don't know if this is being used or not. Let's see. Controller detect C++. Can I see what I changed? I don't know. Okay, now what? This detects some kind of change. But doesn't seem to be like version control showing up here. View. Get. Oh yeah, I kind of remember there was some issue with this needing more than one universe, as this E131 has a concept of universes, but they can only store um, so many LEDs. And then when you crossed over into the next one, it's like one of the LEDs got like split where like one of the bits was on the first universe, and then or one of the bytes was on the first universe, and two of them were on the second. And so the colors all got effed up after that. So it seems like this somehow related to fixing that, maybe. Um, oh my god, I'm gonna get driven insane from how difficult I find this Qt program to be. This doesn't really seem to be useful. Project. Sure. Max Universe channels. Devices. Max Universe LEDs times 3. Oh, I think I added this Max Universe LEDs, maybe? Since 512, I don't think actually divides nicely. I should know that. Yeah, it does not. So we need basically each one of these channels is just a byte, and to represent RGB, we need 3 bytes for red, green, and blue. So we actually just want 510. What do they call them? Channels per universe. Not the max possible of 512. So that's what's that? If max universe channels equals 0 or greater than 255, so just default to the max if it's something that doesn't make sense. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Devices, device ID, max universe. Okay. God damn it. Okay, then what's going on down here? Max universe channels, devices, device ID, max universe sleds. Didn't I already compute that? Doing it again down here. Okay. Some duplicated code, probably because I don't know how to refactor it. What channels will assign max universe LEDs? Okay. Okay, so it seems like the changes I made were to allow specifying max universe LEDs, since otherwise shit just breaks because things get split across universes, and then WLED does not know how to, does not have a way to handle that. Right? Yeah. Gosh, I don't think I changed anything in the WLED code, but now I'm curious. Let's see if I can pull that up. I even have that. I think it was in VS Code. I think this is what I'm using. I don't even know. I'll put that off for now. Okay. I guess first thing first, let's see if I can get the code with my changes running. Like, I think I had it running before. So hit run. Okay, it's detecting devices. RAM this. I actually just want to get rid of this device. I don't know if I can. PC via JSON. Got the RAM. PC via JSON is what I care about. I do not even want these. But not sure how to get it to not have them. Doesn't matter. Okay, PC via JSON, entire zone. Can I apply a color to the entire computer? Select all. Not yet, at least. Okay, so here's the WLED little web app thing, all running from the ESP32. Okay. PC via JSON. Entire zone. Colors. Set all devices. Well, it got the RAM. That's something. Mode direct is the only option we got. But unfortunately, we are not getting anything from WLED yet. So what is this? Your light will turn off. Refresh. Sync interfaces. Audio input seems curious. All that seems to be correct. I don't know. Can I change one? Probably not. Yeah, this does not seem to be controlling that at all. Okay. Uh, don't know what to say about that. It's working. If I go to red, set all devices, the RAM changes. Nothing else does. Let's restart it, see if anything changes. Apply colors. Nothing. Don't see any individual LEDs changing at all. Okay, that's okay. Let's pull the latest code and then debug it. 230 commits since then. Wow. Okay, what is this? Yes. Okay, we pulled the latest code. Let's run it and see what it does. A lot of warnings, but doesn't look like any errors as of yet. So this should be purely just the latest code in mainline. Still building, okay. No idea why it would be taking this long. Okay. Is this it? I don't know. Let me do it again. I assume it's gonna go much faster this time. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. We got double the RAM detected now. That's concerning. Let's okay. We applied green to that. Here's the first one. Let's apply blue. Nope, nothing with the blue. Purple. What about one of these guys? No. Yellow. Okay, these don't appear to be doing anything, and these appear to still work. Strange that it picks. Oh god, what happened? It crashed? Seems like it crashed. Yep. Um, that's no good. Same thing. Does nothing. Okay. What if we say set all? That'll go red. Software. Still version 4.4? This just looks funky and not right. Oh, there's new settings. Okay, so let's figure out how we're supposed to set up the E131 control lights. Yeah, so there's a 5.0 release. Here's their wiki. Okay, see the wiki for this project for information. I would love to. How do I get it? on universe 6. Where is that specified? Seems like it's on 100. Configured in the open RGB configuration file. Doesn't tell me a whole lot about it. Not sure where before I got the idea to have a e131.txt file in the root. Let's see, how do I get that back here? Let's see. Git restore source. Let's see. Let's try that one. Git status. Okay. I thought it was just that. Okay. How do I even see this file in this wondrous text editor? Projects, file system. That's brilliant. Projects. Other files. Okay. Number of LEDs saying 305. Weird, weird, weird. Okay, let's run it again and see if it does anything. No, it did not. Okay, we'll need to figure this out. Must be configured in the open RGB configuration file. Okay, where is that? Config locations and latest builds are, as you say, in okay, app data, open RGB. Let's see if I can figure out how to open that. Okay, so in here we got this open RGB JSON file. Detectors. Okay. Seems like it has some settings here. But setting. Not clear which is right or not. Page history. Okay, so at this point, it got changed. Let's try it. Yeah. 131 devices. Should just be getting rid of that. Right. Boop. Yep. Devices. Name PC via JSON. So JSON E131. LEDs 305. Okay. This max universe, I think that's the thing I added, so don't expect that to do anything yet. Keep alive time, whatever. Name, number, order, start channel, start universe, linear. Okay. Save, save, save. Let us run it again. Detecting devices. Okay. It shows up here. Tire zone. Green. Nothing. Apply, apply, apply. Direct, still the only option. I mean, it picks it up now. Gets the right number of LEDs. So that's something. Just had to rename that key in the config. But obviously it's still not doing anything. So I am wondering if like the multicast has anything to do with that. I think all this supports is multicast. Oh, I remember all one of them supports is multicast sync interfaces. Multicast, I think I need to have that checked. Not sure why that was unchecked. Let's save. Okay, did that. Let's try it again. Apply colors. Oh, apply. Oh. Okay, still not getting anywhere. This seems to crash it for whatever reason. Apply. Red, everything red. Come on. Something. I enabled multicast too. Reboot required. Let's reboot it. Okay. Oh, awesome. It did something. Sort of. For a second. Apply. And it doesn't like it. But it's doing something. So if go to, if I want blue, blue, apply. So we get some blue, some red, and some just blank, and then it stops. Suspicious. But okay, we can work with that now. Oh. I'd like to disable these things that don't seem to work. Is this or a motherboard? Disable that. Apply. Crucial RAM. Okay, so we did that, applied it. Let's see if that did anything. Suspect it changed this JSON file and gave it some falses. Did something. We still have this ASUS Aura motherboard. Go to settings. ASUS Aura motherboard. Just disable all of this. Yeah, let's just get rid of all of it. Since I do not think I want to be using any of that. Well, I guess I disabled too much because now my RAM is gone. Okay. A little unfortunate. I think it's this one. I think it's actually going to give me both though. Since I remember reading that like the way that motherboard works through like that SM bus interface, yeah. The RAM and the motherboard stuff is over that same interface. So even though I don't want this here, it appears to be using that same setting, so nothing I can do without editing the code. That's okay. At least we got rid of those other random RAM sticks. Okay, now this PC, we pick a color like green, apply. It flips back, and I think, kind of remember that to do something with the keep alive. But, okay. Now I want to take my previous changes and try and restore those. What is a way to do that? That is a good question. I can try and like cherry pick that commit. So this file is not being used. Let's delete it. RM. Okay. Okay, interestingly enough, it seems like this didn't have any changes in those 230 commits we pulled in. This one does. Now, we'll really hope this gives me some ability to resolve conflicts. I just don't know. Interactive rebase, get tools, get GUI, get GUI? Yeah. I don't see the conflict. Is it here? Fuck. Controllers, RGB controller. Okay. Continue cherry pick. Did nothing. I don't know what's going on. What? Back up. So that definitely did something. What the hell? Dear God, it seemed to just delete. What? Okay. How can I cherry pick a commit through this GUI? Don't know. Both modified. Can there be a refresh? No, it's not going to detect any changes. What? Can't even edit it. Okay. Let's try and figure it out. Yes, reload it. Right. U131 packet init. I think this is the code I added. Okay, looks like they had support for non-multicast. That's nice. Okay, so I think what I need to do, max universe channels. Is that still defined somewhere? Who knows? Yeah, so this looks like code I added. Max universe LEDs. Max universe LEDs. Okay, so I think it is taking this packet init and replacing that line. Yep. And this multicast destination. So we're gonna replace that guy. Multicast. What's the difference? No difference there? Okay. Seems okay. If multicast, let's get rid of that. And that. Save. Fix conflicts, run get cherry pick, continue. Okay. What am I missing? Okay. Right, quit. Okay. Appear to have added that change back in now. Multicast. Where's that defined? False. Okay, so it goes based on if the devices have an IP. Max Universe LEDs. I think we're using that somewhere, right? Yeah. Oh, keep alive time. I don't know why that's sticking out in my head as something that I also did something with to make it work. Keep alive time. Scroll. Devices keep alive times greater than 0. Keep alive 0. Okay. Okay. Let's see if it builds. It built. Here it is. Can we, oh, where all the lights are off. It turned them almost all to green. Let me see what we're missing. Missing. Okay, so I suspect that I may have just changed the total number of LEDs in this thing. Last time I got that count of 10 or 305. And that's why we're missing some of it. So let me find if I can check that somehow. Because I think it would need to be set here in WLED. Okay, it's, yeah, saying there's direct control. If I just kill that, it should free it up. Refresh. Yeah. Settings, LED preferences. 341 is our actual count. Awesome sauce. So if we go back into this config file and we say 341, all the rest the same, save that, build that. Okay, PC, green, apply. Bam, it's all green. Actually, it looks much better in person. Let me play around with the camera settings for a second, see if I can get it to really showcase what a nice green color that is. Configure video. Focus exposure. Saturation. It's a little better. 128 seems to be the default. There. Go to 140. Is better. Brightness. Can I bring the brightness down? Let's see. Down, down. No, it doesn't seem to do what I want. White balance. Let's leave that back on auto. Whatever. One day I'll have to figure out how to film LEDs in a way that makes them look good. Okay. Now I can pick another color like blue. And wait, am I crazy? Like part of that was green for a second, right? Apply. Blue. Apply. Purple. Apply. Yellow. Apply. Let's apply all devices. Also got my RAM. Okay. Pretty great, I guess. So we now have control over all of the LEDs, including the RAM, through this program. Okay, so that just lets me add more devices over a network. That's pretty nifty. I like that in theory. This is our motherboard. Okay. Now what? Now what? Now what? So I basically think this program is... It needs some program running on the PC to control the RAM. And it's kind of like if I already have some program running on the PC controlling the RAM that can also control everything else, might as well just use that. So now I would want like some... I need some like effects type things and also like music control. And probably will end up needing to write most of that myself. But I'm curious what exists already that I could use. That's where I think that other project came in. Open file or project. Keyboard visualizer and LEDFX are both here. Okay. Um, Dogecoin donation. I'm a little skeptical that the latest release is 3 years old. Right. Oh, GitHub versus GitLab. You see even newer commits here. That's good. Visualizer. One release. 4.0. 9 months ago. Windows binaries 64. Let's see what this does. In theory, I already have it. Date modified. Okay, let's see if the docs tell us how we're supposed to use this thing. I assume it's this thing. So server. Start the server. Port is 6742. Okay. Okay. Hey, it's doing something. Okay, that's interesting. It appears to be changing all of the everything but the RAM is the same color, but the RAM is multicolored, even each channel. I don't really know what it's doing. Oh, and we're seeing a ton of stuff here. Razer mouse. Okay. Seems like the mouse is not enjoying that. I think that's okay. Um, audio device. Oh, it's doing something. Doesn't seem that useful. What if I put some music on? I don't think that would really help. So this is way too small to see. Okay, so now it should be picking up me talking. Okay, and let's see if I talk loud enough. Does it do anything? Maybe, sort of, not really. So something needs to like amplify that, probably. Can I change this to 1,000? That's something. Let's go back to 100. Mm-hmm. There's 200 here. Testing, test. Test, 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 test. Test. I mean, it's kind of doing something now. If I had some actual music to play, change that back to my speakers. Let me pop some music on and see what happens.
I've been drinking Kool-Aid cameras like I did when I was 9, 'cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost the time. In the end, the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple 'cause it feels like a lie. We'd play Halo and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school but not learn too much, 'cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. Months go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. Years go.
Okay. So that was a little better, but it's changing all of the WLEDs at once, which is jarring and not pleasant. Which means I'm gonna have to deeply understand this program at some point. Because I feel like I'm gonna need to write my own, because I don't think I want it running on this computer. Yeah. Well, oh. Wonder why that is. Devices. Click on these. They don't have any concept of zones. So none of these have zones. Yet. We're seeing nice-ish color transformations on the RAM and not that this guy. But the why behind that is a total mystery to me. How's color wheel? Nope, it's still changing everything at once. Hmm. What to do? Amplitude. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let's disconnect, kill that, stop that. Let's rescan devices and see if it crashes. It did not crash. That's cool. The RAM is missing though, so it's not great with that. Let's see if rebooting it gets the RAM to come back. Okay. So we could say everything be green. And everything is green. Okay. The question I've got is can draw this out while I think about it. Ooh. Some brightness on the screen. Hmm. Okay, I kind of forget how this is wired up since fittings, fans, view. None of these pins 1 to 8 actually indicates to me where these other guys are. The hand laser pointer, that's what I want. Um, but let's go here. So what we have right now is PC. PC. So this is WLED. Yeah, this is open RGB. We see it program wise, we've got open RGB. It's going to be connecting to WLED. I suppose technically that would be orange. So open RGB is making the connection to WLED. Now we want some kind of visualization program. Skip that. Why are all these colors so ugly? Is this? I don't like that green. Let's make it better. My favorites. Definitely have favorites. Ooh. How do I favorites? Whatever. That green looks maybe a little better. So now we need like music visualization. It's one option. Is to have essentially the open RGB in front of everything just because of the RAM, which doesn't feel great, but I guess what's the concern? The concern is additional latency introduced by open RGB. But I won't be able to get around that for the RAM. And then if I have two different ways of, or if I'm essentially like controlling that computer, but the RAM separate from everything else, then even if like everything else is less latency, the RAM would not be in sync. So I don't know. Yes, my options are I could do this. This is like option one. Oh my god. One. Let's make it smaller. Option two. It's going to be open RGB. So these are my options. That's weird. It gets cut off a bit. Why is that? Oh, it's because it's behind there. Okay. Um, there we go. I guess. Oh God, wait, what? That did something bad. Did I bump the camera or something? What happened there? Not sure. Like maybe I bumped the camera. Okay. RGB, WLED, what do we want to do? So I think I need to think a lot about how the visualization software would work, where it would be running. So what I might want to do is make like a really thin version of this OpenRGB that just controls the RAM. Would I want to do that? Yeah, that's one option. So I make a thin version of that that just controls the RAM. And then I have my visualization software talk to WLED and RAM OpenRGB separately as like two distinct entities. Though benefit of using OpenRGB is OpenRGB in theory should also support like the mouse and keyboard and maybe other stuff. So that's nice to have that kind of support. So so what? So what? So what? I don't know. I almost want to take a break and think about that later. Once I just proved that things still work how I expect them to, which is good. Close that Qt creator. What now? What now? I want, what is this? What is this? It's not what I want. Here? No. Here? Yeah. Rainbow? What to do? Yeah, that's a nice look. So like this is like if this could do my RAM too, I would be ecstatic. But it cannot. Without a lot of work. Does this one? This one can go away. This one's useless. Right. Right. Now, do I want to stream a game? Maybe. I will pause and hopefully be back with something.